And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie as we start a cold morning today.
It was a little nippy out there.
I'm just glad I didn't have to ride a motorcycle over here this morning.
Ooh, it didn't take me long to go get in the truck.
34. Now, tonight's going to be worse, Odie. 29 is what we're expecting. So that tells us puppy dogs and things like that need some extra hay, or if you can, let them come into a utility room if they're outside pups.
Yeah, get them out of the wind. Just, at least get them outside, out of the wind where the wind's not really getting on them, and a nice bundle of hay to bed down to.
A good way to judge it is go outside and stand 20 minutes. If you get cold, well, they're cold too. That's kind of how it works.
Yeah, our jacket's like fur. So if you're cold with a jacket on, they're cold with fur. So, yeah.
Why is the train stopped on the tracks in Russell? I don't have an answer for that yet. It's not one of those situations where they need more water, is it?
I was thinking to say, are they out of water? That is a good question.
We'll check on that. Clarke County checking in. Sheila, how in the world are you doing there? Good morning from Arundel as Gilbert is up. I like old Gilbert. Hadn't talked to him in a while. Hope life is well for you there.
Joyce is a little northern today. I think you're in Tennessee, Miss Godwin. Yeah. 29 this morning.
Woo, woo, woo. Hey, we got a blood drive going on this afternoon. They're calling it the Battle of the Badges. As we pull this up for you to take a look here, this is going to happen at the Sheriff's Department. It'll kick off around 2 o'clock this afternoon and go to about 6:30. And no, they're not going to be checking warrants and all that stuff on you. So it's not a trick. They really want blood on this one. Pretty clever, though, wouldn't it?
But go up there with a warrant if you want to.
What was that where they done that in Dallas?
They gave away NFL tickets.
Yeah.
Or a free TV, and they came up there to claim it and said, come back here to the back and claim your new prize. Click, click.
Whoops. This is actually a blood drive. Come on by the police station. That scares a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what's scary.
What's that?
People having no idea when the parade is.
Oh, yeah.
You got somebody out there saying the parade is Thursday, but then the parade is Saturday.
Yep, it sure is.
It said the annual Christmas parade is Thursday, but the Christmas parade is Saturday. Folks, there ain't nothing on the parade going on Thursday.
No, sure
The
is.
parade is Friday. Saturday. I'm fixing to mess up. Saturday is the parade. If you show up Thursday, you're going to be cold and by yourself.
Well, since you brought that up, let me jump over here to this and just go ahead and pull that up for everybody to take a look. I've added a few, and what I'm asked is if I don't have your parade, please let us know. Let me get here and go down.
It's one of those buttons.
Yeah, I got a bunch of things opened here. So I'll just open up a new screen. I'm sure I got it somewhere, but let's just do it this way so we can.
Saturday is full. Saturday has got a lot of stuff for you to do. You can't say there's nothing going on in our area, especially this weekend. Something for everybody. So we expect to see everybody out all day.
All right, here we go.
There it is.
All right, Sebastopol will kick off tonight, 6 p.m.
Ooh.
Also, we will move to Scuba tomorrow night, 6 p.m., downtown Scuba, Mississippi. East Mississippi Junior College will be there. Also, Decatur rolls in on Friday night, 6 p.m. We've got that in for sure. Meridian is Saturday night at 5 p.m. is lineup. We got to remember that because I had it in my head it was 6, but it's 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
Hickory will also be Saturday at 2 p.m. Philadelphia rolls in Monday. It'll be at 6 p.m. Louisville Monday at 6 p.m. And Quitman will also be at 6 p.m. Monday. Tuesday, big city of DeKalb, Mississippi, home of John C. Stennis, will have theirs at 6 p.m. on the 5th, which is Tuesday. Newton has the 7th. Collinsville will have the 9th. Marion has the 9th. Same time, 30 minutes apart. So that's gonna throw a curveball into things. Now Stonewall will also have theirs on Saturday, but it's at 11 a.m. We have Union on the 9th, and Enterprise will be the 16th at 6 p.m. DeKalb will be the 5th. I didn't move that to the top at 6 p.m. Toomsuba will be the 16th, and we don't know about Russell and Dalewood, but Union will be the 9th also. So that's what we have so far. Let us know. Seems like Dalewood has one. They had golf carts last year. I know I had pictures of it.
Huh.
I'm not kidding. They did.
Well,
Everybody
no,
rode their
pretty.
golf cart Christmas parade.
Toomsuba, they've jumped up into the mix and put one together over the last few years.
And the question is, what will happen is there an alternative plan about the Christmas parade? We have Terrence coming in tomorrow, who will be here to talk about how to enter it, what to do, where to line up, and let us know if there's a backup plan.
Yeah. So there'll be one. There's already one. They don't want to let that out. 53%
Yeah.
rain, I think, is what it is. Rex Germany has come in and said Norfolk Southern Yard is full. So that's what they're doing, is getting some trains moved around so they can get them in there.
Okay,
So,
well, good. I'm glad
yeah.
we knew that.
Yeah. So Rex is on top of it, keeping it straight. Thank you, Rex.
Yeah, I was looking, since you brought up that forecast, as I looked to Saturday. Here's what we have Saturday. Chance of showers, possibly a thunderstorm after 7 a.m., high 67. 60% chance, and the showers likely before 7 p.m. So we're, in that time frame there, we could get wet. But also, you got to remember, today is Tuesday and that's Saturday.
We've got a long way to go weather-wise before it sets in.
Now, something that is big going on tonight, let's go ahead and make it. We got to go down for this. The lighting of the Christmas tree is tonight, Odie.
Yeah, and they may not have to use a snow machine.
No.
No, it is not going to snow. I'm just
Don't
kidding.
be fooling people.
I'm just saying it's going to be cold.
It will happen at City Hall at 6 p.m. Now, always be careful when you Google this on Facebook. There is a Meridian, Idaho.
Yeah.
Never get Meridian, Mississippi, and Idaho, because they look real similar. The size of the towns are
They
about
do.
the same.
Yeah. And you'll have a long drive if you go.
Yes, you will. I had somebody walk up to me last year and show me their phone and goes, it says right here, Meridian, the parade is such. And I thought, well, you're not lying. But the fine print was Ohio.
Yeah, Idaho.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
They end
Idaho.
in O.
Yeah, sounds the same. It's not the South.
Yeah, it's not down here.
Yeah, it ain't deep. But that is what's going on tonight. Be there. It's always fun there, is that Christmas tree light. It is huge. Yeah, I think we just got us some...
Yeah, spam just hit
Spam,
with some
boy, that-
nail fungus. Y'all keep your toenails clean for Christmas, I guess.
We'll let's just go ahead and
Yeah,
get rid of them.
he's on the wrong show.
Block user. He's gone forever.
Yeah,
His fungus review will never return. I hate that for him.
I do too. I hope
A
his toes get better.
loyal viewer.
Yeah, but he had to throw his toenails in here.
We're already at 8 minutes
man.
after the hour, and as we promised, we're going to have the bikers, and they're going to tell us about all of this and what they're going to be doing tomorrow. We had gunfire overnight. I know nobody believes me, but we did.
Say it ain't so, Clarke.
We're going to go right ahead and show you where it was. Oh, what's that, on Mosby Road? Yes, sir, Bob. No one was injured, though. There was reports of it. Police did go out to it. They even sent the gang unit out. Nothing was going on. We don't know where they come from, why they did it. Some people just feel the urge to fire in the air.
I wonder if they went right back inside once they shot, and that's why they said, "Oop, we didn't see nothing."
Yep, wasn't me.
Wasn't me. No, I told you about that song. Wasn't me.
Probably one of the most intelligent things that I've ever seen happen. If the world is coming after you and things are bleak, what do? You turn it around on the world and make something good out of it. And that's what has happened. Donald Trump has done the unthinkable. Of the people that used his mugshot to make him look bad. What does he do, Odie?
He posts that on a piece of paper that everybody in the world's fixing to see.
Yep, they're fixing to buy it, too, and he's going to profit from it, as Donald Trump has unveiled his mugshot wrapping paper just in time for Christmas. It's going to help with a re-election bid.
Yes.
It's going to be huge, and you know that. Let me see if I got a picture of the wrapping. Here it is.
This is absolutely one of the best marketing ploys you could ever get.
There you go. Daily Mail. He put a ho-ho hat on his mugshot.
Yeah, where can we get it?
Donald's website, I think. We'll have to go back and look at that, but I think that's going to be a big seller this year for Christmas.
Yeah. I hope he's got them printing extra because he's going to sell out.
Really, I mean, I saw that and I rolled.
Everybody is jumping to all of these functions to debate. Huge field of Republicans debating. And Trump says, I'm not going to that stuff. It's not worth it. I'm Donald Trump. And he has never
He's right
went
on that.
below the polls.
No, he's leading all this. Nikki Haley and them. Now, you've got Nikki and Ron DeSantis. I'll say it, Santis today. They're trying to get their name known because why? In 4 more years, they're planning on running. They know that they can't win, but they're trying to put their name in front of you so that you'll be kind of warmed up to it the next time.
You'll know who they are.
Right.
Trump spent 4 years showing y'all he was the best for America. He was bringing industry back. Our gas prices was cheap enough we could buy a lot more Christmas presents for our loved ones. Everything was cheaper. Now we pay more taxes, getting less stuff. Everything's gone sky high. And this guy saying, I don't have to debate y'all. I've proven myself.
And he's right.
And I'm going to take my mug shot and sell it to everybody in America.
I bet there's even a coffee mug that you can buy from him. I bet you money there is.
If there ain't, there can be.
Scotty Ray and Odie. We'll be right back as we'll welcome the bikers in with us. They're prepared to talk about this toy ride. They're going to need your help as they raise, well, it's helping kids at Christmas. All that's next here with Scotty Ray and Odie. Have you seen the selection of cars and trucks at Massey's Supermart Auto Sales lately? How about a Grand Cherokee Jeep 4x4 Limited? They've got that in white and also gray. They have a like new 2021 Wrangler Unlimited 4x4. Or maybe your family needs room. Have you checked out the Ford Expedition lately? 1023 Highway 39 Bypass, Massey's Supermart Auto Sales.
The low profit dealer, Massey's Supermart.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Have you heard? Broadmoor Wine and Spirits is under new management. Now, they're conveniently located at 4900 Poplar Springs Drive, open Monday through Saturday from 10 until 9 for your convenience. They have such a large selection of wine and spirits. That's mixed drinks, boxed wines, brands that you're familiar with. Our shelves are stocked. Come by and let us earn your business. That's Broadmoor Wine and Spirits, conveniently located at 4900 Poplar Springs Drive. And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as we start a Tuesday together. Again, 2 things to remember that are happening today. The blood drive, 2 to 6 at the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office, and also the Christmas tree lighting downtown Meridian. It makes you feel good. It brings in the season. And then we've got to go out to Minnebucket Road and do some filming of the lights, Odie. We got to do it.
Oh, yeah. We might have to walk through it.
Well, we can let somebody drive us in a truck slow.
Ooh,
how about that?
Now that might work.
I can get out of breath if we do it the other way. I'm trying to look out for you.
Well, I could go down the hill.
I don't want you to have to tote me.
It's coming back up the hill.
Yeah, I know. As we mentioned, the Bikers United are here this morning. And guys, how in the world are y'all doing?
Doing great.
Doing awesome.
Man.
Well, tell us about what this occasion is and what you're expecting to do.
Well, we're expecting to get a lot of toys brought into the Wesley House and make some children have a great Christmas.
Well, and that's all about it. Wesley House does so much for the kids. We posted a thing there of some kids yesterday that need a little extra help with the Wesley House.
Yeah.
And we'll ask you about that too.
Okay. Yeah, we've got several things going on, and one is that we take applications from the general community, and so that folks that are in need can can get toys for their kids. And that's where the bikers help us out tremendously, because they collect toys, they collect money that helps us purchase toys that
Right.
we need to fill in the gaps. And so it's just a win-win situation. On the other side, we also take care of, we have children that are in the foster program through Child Protective Services with our Child Advocacy Center.
And as we look at that, you got to remember, a child that is in this didn't ask for that.
No, they
It's
did
for their
not.
protection.
Yeah.
Right, right.
We as sitting on this side of the counter have no idea what these children go through, do we?
Yeah, it's
It's sad,
typically it's like you say, it's for the child's protection, and so we as part of our child advocacy program, we do the forensic interviews, and we work with law enforcement, CPS, on getting the information that's needed on cases of felony child abuse. And so, it's another aspect of what we do at the Wesley House.
Now, you don't have to be specific, but do you roughly know how many children are in that program that might need help?
Well, we've got, I believe it's about 140 this year between Lauderdale, Newton, and Neshoba. Those are the counties we have the agreements with. And so we're looking to foster those out. And so with that, individual that can sign up, give us a call at Lauren at wesleyhousemeridian.org, and you can foster a child. And
If you could get us some numbers on how many we have remaining. We're starting out at 140 roughly.
right, last night or yesterday, I know there was close to 100 left.
100 children.
Wow.
Now, what are the
100 children.
what are the ages? Do we know that?
Well, they're up to 18, 17, 18, because they're in state
Yeah,
care.
still.
Right. And again, some of what the bikers do is going to also help us take care of some of those as well.
Now, as you mentioned, the young lady, is it Lauren that you can call and talk to?
Lauren, yes, ELAURAN.
Because a lot of times, and Odie, you know this, a lot of people like to help children their same age of the children that they've got. They can call down and say, hey, and we'll do our very best to help y'all get this pushed out.
We appreciate that.
That's a touching little thing there, because a child, oh boy.
Christmas is great for every child, but when a child is going through this type of incident in their life, they need that extra little bit of comfort and love that we can push out to them. And Wesley House is always right there in the midst of these kids, and then DK coming, and the Bikers United for Children have. This is the Christmas part. This is the toy run, but then they started this year in June, and we'll let DK talk a little bit about that. The food drive. We were in a meeting last year with them, and they said, "Look, there's a need," and it was like, "Well, where's the need? We need some food for some elderly," and you've got all the bikers coming together and says, "Well, then let's take care of that need," and they've started that. But DK, on this bikers run, so when you do something 1 or 2 years, you're trying to make a statement, but when you do stuff over 10 years, you've already made a statement. You're doing something pretty good. So what year is this that y'all have put this together?
This is going to be our 13th annual run. 13 years is going on. So it's been successful, thank goodness. Thanks to the help of the community and guys like y'all kind of get the word out. Because without media and people pushing this in the community, we wouldn't do anything. But we're going to have our run. It's going to be Saturday morning. Registration starts at 10, kickstands up at 1 at Hampton Inn. We're going to have a small breakfast for you there, courtesy of Hampton Inn. And we'll take a short ride through town and end up at College Park United Methodist Church. There we'll have all the toys in the sleigh. We'll unload them, bring them into the church. Everybody gets a hand in doing that. We'll have plenty of food there. The church always provides the church food for us. And come hungry. And we're going to have some door prizes, auction items. Of course, all the money raised goes to the Wesley House, and the money is spent in the lapse of toys, because there's always a age group that kind of gets a little less and more than others. And David Schultz, he takes the money and buys up the toys to fill that gap. But y'all come on out. It's don't let that little bit of rain fool you. We're gonna run rain or shine.
You got raincoats, don't you?
That's right. We got raincoats if you need them. If for some reason you can't make it for the ride, show up at the hotel or the church with a brand new unwrapped toy, and just drop it off. You don't really have to participate if you don't have time. Just drop it off, and it still helps us, because end goal is getting these kids toys. So any way you can do it, please help us. We still have some drop-off boxes. It's Ed Cheney's Tire Center, Hotel Restaurant Supply, Happy Smiles, Structural Steel, PDK, Meridian Tattoo, Hampton Inn, Interstate Auto, and Muna Federal Credit Union. We will have them out there until Friday, and we'll pick them up then. So if you can drop them off then, it'll be great. If not, come by the hotel before we start, or come by the church once we get through the run. We appreciate it.
And the monetary donations are tax deductible.
Yes, they are.
This goes straight to the Wesley House. Everything it goes through the Wesley House.
It does. We are totally non-profit. We are 501c.
That's awesome.
And everything does go to them, and it is tax deductible. We do have a tax number. If someone needs it, please contact me, and we can get that for you.
Man, I tell you, this is great, and I've played a very small part in it, and it has really made my heart feel good, and I appreciate DK and them inviting me back every year to help out, because this is awesome for the kids.
All right, we got a little bit more coming up in just a second. We're going to fill you in some more things that are happening with the bikers as this moves on bright and early today. Already 7:21 with Scotty Ray and Odie.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Are you looking for a job that could last a lifetime? Structural Steel is hiring now. With employees that have been there from 20 to 40 years, they're family-owned and operated since 1975. Competitive starting wages, a 401k package, and great insurance. Immediate openings on the day shift and night shift. From entry-level helpers, welding and tacking, grinding and fitting. And the list goes on of job openings. Start your future today at Structural Steel. Call 483-5381. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. And so welcome back as we get some more numbers, and we'll go back over here. How many children are we showing now that need help?
Yeah, Brandy posted that we've got 87 children left that we're trying to find sponsors for.
And again, what that boils down to is these children are in child protective services. They're most likely isn't going to be a family member to help out with this. They're being protected.
That's correct.
Basically, it's a child alone. As Brandy put up there, they're anywhere from 0 to 18 years old. And what's the number to call Wesley House to find out more about this? How you can give a little bit, and 2 or 3 people give a little and take care of one.
Right. You can call us at the Wesley House, 601-485-4736.
Okay, that's the number to do that. Drop by. Y'all don't mind anybody walking in, do you?
Not at all. And come by at our receptionist, and she can give you the information. Again, that's handled through our Child Advocacy Center for that program. And, of course, then we've got the general. We'll always take toys on the general side for the community that's in need.
Right. And all these, and each person that comes to the Wesley House is vented. Y'all know this is not somebody that just fakes it. They do need it.
Right. As far as the children that are receiving toys, and like the toys from the bikers, these individuals, folks do have to give the information. We got to know that this is one that they got to prove it's their child,
right?
and that that there is a need. So we do go through their bills, debt to income ratio type thing, and just to affirm that they're in need.
It's a lot of work behind the scenes is the reason I bring that up, to make sure that this is a legitimate program. It's a lot of work that the general public just doesn't realize goes into this.
Right. And what we've always done at the Wesley House as a part of our Christmas clearinghouse is that we've worked with Salvation Army and Cans for Kids and a couple of the other groups to share lists to make sure that, you know, folks aren't double dipping.
Right.
And so
important.
that folks aren't taking advantage.
You get more taken care of by doing that.
You know, did a live at Wesley House last year.
Yeah, we sure did.
And watched the food drive that they did, and the cars that were backed up that came through that relied on what Wesley House does just for the food part, and the people who were just so happy to get that. And
absolutely.
And then now you've got the kids that are going to be helped and extremely happy come Christmas time because of the work that the Bikers United for Children and the Wesley House coming together has done for them.
Now, y'all got some folks that have jumped in and helped out that I know you want to thank a little bit there. That
absolutely. And that's the beauty of this whole weekend with the bikers, because it's all about community. It's not just the biker community, but how they've reached out to a lot of our corporate sponsors, these folks that have given Happy Smiles, Hill Real Estate, Wade's Automotive, Max Truck Service.
That's correct.
Specialty Haulers, BL Winstead Construction, Davidson Hauling, Custom Metal Works, and
We got the Webb Stevens Funeral Home.
Webb Stevens Funeral Home.
Boy, big thank you to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have a few others too. Shoe Carnival, Rock House. They come in there and helped us a lot. Living Hope Baptist Church. This is the first year for them, and they said they're going to continue with us.
That's great.
McDonald Hill, Import Tech, Burns and Burns, Mike and Angie Evans, and Bonita Wine and Liquor, and Rick's Paving has come on board. A little bit higher sponsors this year as well. And we do greatly appreciate it. Again, none of this can happen without our sponsors to make this happen. And, of course, people like you that help us get the word out.
Oh, we're always here behind the scenes doing anything we can because kids are very important to our
You
future.
always are right there to answer the call every time we've asked you to, and we appreciate it.
Boy, so
Man, I can't. Somebody asked to repeat that number, and so for the Wesley House, it's 601-485-4736.
That's correct.
And we'll have that number, and we'll make sure that if you need that to get in touch with them down at Wesley House, let us know, and we'll be glad to push that.
all right, y'all hang around. We'll be back in just a moment to tell you more about all that's going on. On the way, still, we're going to tell you about the big fire that happened in Meridian last night. Harold has made another arrest in Clarke County.
Harold's on the move.
Harold, he's slow, but I'm telling you what, Harold locks him up in Clarke County, and we've had another one that came in by donkey there.
Well, carrot's cheaper than gas.
I'm telling you, they're saving money down there.
Yeah.
We got that and so much more to talk about this morning of what's going on. Plus, we got somebody that's on the loose in Meridian that robbed a store, Odie. We got their picture. We're asking for you to identify them. All that's up and coming.
Yeah.
And we're going back in history. All of that right around the corner with Scotty Ray and Odie. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows, call Patrick Allen Companies.
You buy. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical, 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian, 601-693-6374.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie as we start this. What, Tuesday already?
Yeah, we've already made it. Wednesday's coming. Just hold on.
Christmas tree lighting tonight. We can hardly wait for that. Usually, don't they have hot chocolate there for that?
They do have something.
I certainly
like
hope so. With it going to be dropping to 29 overnight, I hope something's there.
Ooh, I might have to bring a thermos.
Yeah, bring a heater.
Well, I got a heated jacket.
Yeah, I do too. Well, we're going to be on this. We'll be there tonight. Look us up. Make sure to say hello to us. We had the number to Wesley House, the main line, posted again there if you'd like to get that to help out. Well, there's a lot of things that they do to help out. All right, let's go back in time and see what happened on this day in history. It would be 1925 that this would take place.
Wow.
And I've had a chance to stand there. I've walked around backstage, and history is there. I've walked the alley to where he stumbled a time or two to make it back when the curtain call came up. And, of course, today's the day that the Grand Ole Opry began in 1925. That's the Mother Church, as they call it there. Real close to Tootsie's Orchid Lounge is what I'm talking about, how Hank would make his way back and forth. I got to sing again? Or is it that?
You mean I'm up again?
Yeah, that's it. Hank Williams. And so many people have stood on that stage. Legendary. And at one point in time, if you weren't a member of the opera, you had no career. They basically were what we call the... let me think of I'll just say the Dixie Mafia of country music, because if you weren't there, it's controlled other ways nowadays. But the Opry, if you got on the outs with them, it was the end of your career.
It's kind of like if you wanted to do something, you come through Jimmy Rogers to do it too.
Yeah. One of the ones that they fired. You know, they fired Hank from the Opry, and that just made him bigger. He went on down to the Louisiana hayride and said, "Boys, let me up here."
Let me show you how it's done.
They were really close there at the end of letting Hank back on the Opry, really close before he passed away. That was the plan, was after January he would be back as a member, and it just never happened, as we all know what happened on that ride through Virginia, headed to Ohio. Boy.
That's tough.
A little bit of a history moment there for you. As we go back to 1927, I was a teenager when I watched this. I ain't gonna lie, I giggled and I went, "Oh my eyes got real big when I watched." You did too?
Oh yeah. You couldn't hit the pause button.
I know. All I remember was Lassie.
Pause didn't last like it
As
did.
we go back to Chuck Mitchell, he was the guy from Porky's, if you'll remember him. That show was funny, y'all.
Yeah, it
to a
was.
teenager, it was. I could probably go back now and go, it's not as funny as I remember it.
You mean I watched that stupid thing?
Go back and watch it now.
It's in your mind. You want to go watch it.
They had Porky's too as well.
Yeah, they sure did. Something about,
Yeah.
that gym teacher. There was a real tough one that said she could identify anything. I'm going to leave it at that. You remember that scene?
Yeah, I do.
All right, let's go back to this is 1943 when he was born. This was in the 70s that his big song would break loose. It made a lot of people mad because, he broke out singing, "Short people got no reason." Y'all remember that? Randy Newman, and it's a typo there, but he was born in 43. It was a big song, and he'd done some others. I want to say he'd done the song to Toy Story of Woody. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But short people, they walk around. I don't remember all the words. But I'm telling you, it made some short people mad.
Yeah.
Really mad.
They said the elevator smells different to a short person.
They're going to get you. His name is Odie, O-D-I-E. I would say something else, but I'd get on their bad side too, so I'm going to leave it alone.
I'm a short guy.
As we go back to 1950, you ever see that actor you think, this guy is just cool?
Yep.
He played the part of a good guy gone bad in the movie The Rock, and you could totally understand him of where he was coming from. He just took it a little too far.
Oh yeah.
There are soldiers that have been done up, and he was taking a stand to help those guys. And then the people he hired to help him went AWOL on him. As we go back to remember Ed Harris, y'all remember him?
Oh, yeah.
He was that colonel. Man, he's just super cool in the parts that he plays.
He is good all across the board.
Yeah.
And everything he does, he's a great actor.
LaWanda says she's coming to get you.
I don't know anything about short jokes. I didn't.
She's gonna get you.
Oops.
And Arlene, you're right. If y'all remember, somebody, I don't remember who it was, recorded an answer to that song. It was called Tall People. Tall People got no reason. And I don't remember what all it said either, but it wasn't as big a hit as Short People.
It would have took Weird Al to come up with that.
It would have. It would have.
Yeah.
I did send accidentally yesterday, and I have to apologize here because I didn't realize I was on a group text.
Uh-oh.
Whoops. When I got the message about the arrest in Clarke County and Harold making the arrest, it just popped in my head of Cletus T. Judd. My cellmate thinks I'm sexy, so I answered it with that. And I didn't realize everybody and their brother was on it. Whoops.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, but it made everybody laugh, although they didn't answer the text.
Well, they laughed about it too. Huh?
1960, it would go '1 on this date. We're talking about a boy from Tupelo, Mississippi, and it would be "Are You Lonesome Tonight?" Went #1.
Lonesome.
Does my memory do something? That's all I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Elvis. Everybody got to have an Elvis moment once a day.
Thank you very much.
John Stewart was born on this date. I think he, in some way, is kin to Jimmy. But you remember him from the Daily Show, wasn't that the name of it or something like that? The Daily Show with John Stewart?
Yeah, so it was.
Yeah.
I don't think the guy that replaced him was as good as him. I don't think. I could be wrong.
And he was funny. I didn't like his politics, but he was funny.
Yeah, his politics was
You know.
way off from where we
Hey,
are.
boy.
Oof.
Now, here's my boy.
1964, this guy, we talked about the Opry beginning in 25. It would be 64 that he would stand there with short hair, believe it or not. Looked a whole lot different, but this is what we know him as of today.
Yeah, that was the last time he cut it.
Probably
He might have trimmed it.
I
Since.
sure hope he washes it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
You were always on my mind, and it's really whiny. There's
You
no.
are always on. If he can sing and get a career, I've got a shot.
I'm backing you, Odie. I'm putting money behind you here. 1967, she was gorgeous. She would become a superstar, and if I'm not mistaken, she passed away, didn't she?
She did.
She did. The question, I don't remember how or what happened, but Anna Nicole was born on this day back in '67. She's got a beautiful daughter, also, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, she married that fella that was probably
1 foot
3
in the
times
ground.
older than she was.
Yeah, he was close to being buried when she.
Yeah.
Didn't she start out as at a ball game? A camera went by and called her, and it went from there, and she got a T-shirt sponsorship after that. I thought.
Was it a white T-shirt that was wet?
We're. I don't think it was just. Let me say it this way: it was sort of tight,
It was.
and she didn't have any jelly rolls.
It was 2 sizes too small.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was 2
yeah,
sizes
that's
too small.
what
Looked great. Jennifer's telling us we do not need to quit our day jobs. I
Okay.
think she means we can't sing.
Yeah.
Oh, even Joe said we need to back away
Yeah.
from that.
Okay.
She did pass away in
She died
07,
in
Connie
07.
says.
Wow,
But
thanks,
beautiful. No one knows what goes on behind closed doors. Thank goodness we don't. But 1972, he would take it to #1. Anybody remember old Charlie Rich, the Silver Fox?
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, there he is. If you look close enough, you can see he's hiring a Georgia pine in that picture right there.
I'm still glad I grew up in a time before Life 360.
What would happen?
Their mom and daddy would have known everywhere I
That would
was.
attract you. Yeah, they would. You know what's even worse, though, now? It's worse than your mom and daddy. It's your wife.
Yeah, I mean,
She
come
can
on.
track you. Odie, why'd you stop there? Didn't I tell you couldn't spend any more extra money? Get out of there now.
I said, come home.
1978, the movie was huge, but on top of that, it would take a soundtrack to a different level as well. The Blues Brothers went #1 with that album from it. Dan Aykroyd.
John Belushi.
What was the song at the end of the movie, Love Somebody, when they all came out and the cops were closing in on them? Love somebody.
We're on a mission from God.
A mission from, we're on a mission from God. I love that movie.
Oh, it is a good movie now.
I may have said that once or twice.
And I remember them singing Sweet Home Chicago. They done a great version of that also. Boy, what a show that was. Chad Bushman, you
Man.
gorgeous thing. How are you doing this morning? I bet her makeup's just perfect right now. It always is.
So she's got it on point.
She does,
What they
always.
say.
1987, I was graduating high school, and this would be like what every teenage girl was thinking. I've had time of my life. It went
Yeah.
number one. They were all wanting to fly around like Big Nose.
Don't put baby in the corner.
Yep.
And they did. She just come out of the corner. Patrick Swayze would probably be, at that point in time, that was his biggest movie, was it not?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at the time.
Now,
Yeah,
what
and then
made
Ghost
Patrick's...
came after that, wasn't it?
Oh, but let's back up. I mean, he is still the best Ori Main that ever existed on television as we go back from North and South. He was just cool in that part. He just was.
Well, he
Had the love
played.
of his life, Madeline, and
So-
it was meant to be.
Was that came? That
John,
came after Red Dawn, didn't it?
it did, it
So
did.
He was in the war movies there for a while.
Well, you remember it was like every night for a week it was long. John Jakes
Yeah.
returns tonight. And we had to watch it in 2-hour increments all week long.
Yeah.
Like Gone with the Wind, it took 3 weeks to watch that.
That introduced us into the way Netflix does it.
It does.
Would you like to watch a 10-hour movie? No. Would you watch 10 1-hours? Yeah.
That's the way it works. 1981, it would go number one. Is this guy, Ken Rainey, was like best friends with this guy. This is how I always knew about who he was and what he was, because he hung around with some strangers, and Merle took it number one with My Favorite Memory. Was the night that we spent somewhere. I wouldn't do good at remembering things. really.
Well, me neither.
1992, we had Dolly take this to a level. It was huge. Then we had this girl come out with a movie, and it went to levels unknown as it went number one, I'll Always Love You for Whitney.
Yeah.
It made Dolly millions upon millions of dollars. All
she
because
could
she had
sing
a
it.
thing for Porter. Just really, when you hear that song and you think Porter, it scares you. Some things are just best left unknown.
Yeah.
1994, this old boy would go to prison, but he wouldn't make it out because he'd done so many disgusting things. Even the prisoners didn't like him. Well, they handled it today in 1994.
You know, watched a movie about him, and you talking about somebody that his screws wasn't loose. He lost all his screws.
If what is interesting as you go back on that is, you remember the little boy that was returned to him, that ran?
Yes.
And the police picked him up, and they went and knocked on his door and
Yes.
gave him back, and the boy didn't live like 10 minutes after that.
Yep.
So close to getting away and didn't. 1997, I can see Odie watching this being your favorite television show. It all ended today. Beavis and Butthead came to an end on MTV in 97.
That's Greg and Barry.
Did Wayne's World spin off of this? Was this part of that look of Wayne's World, of where him and Garth sat around? And
You know, it probably did have something to do with it. Now that you say that, I could link them two together.
it looks it. It'd be 09 that Lady Antebellum, before they changed their name to Lady A, would have a number one hit with Need You Now. I think that was a drunk texting song if I listened closely enough. You dump me, but come on over quick
Yeah,
before I change
please.
my mind and the alcohol runs out.
Yeah. I need you now.
What made old Milwaukee famous has made a loser out of me. Old boy from Mississippi sang that one time. We'll be right back with more on the way as we bring you this. We got so many details to tell you about what happened last night. You don't want to miss it. If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Snowden and Company is there for you, and they want to wish you a Merry Christmas to you and your family. Or if you hadn't purchased a home from them yet, talk to them before you do such a thing. Maybe you're selling yours. Talk to them about that as well. They'll get you the absolute most they can for your home. When it comes to dream homes, they are your number one choice with experience, and they've got excellence, all of that combined in. 3937 is the number to call. Well, actually, 453-3937. I got ahead of myself there.
Yeah, just the last four.
We can't do that. As we're going to see so many different homes, Odie. Big, large, small. If you need a mansion, they can find you that. If you need a 2-bedroom, trimming down, they've got that also. Maybe a lake view. It's all there. They take care of you from Clarke, Neshoba, all these areas, including the Brandon area as well. Visit with them.
Yeah.
Snowden and Company Real Estate. And again, they want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and all of those good things. When it comes time to purchase a home or sell, see them first. They'll help you out.
They will even help put the bow on top of it when you buy your wife a house this year for Christmas.
Woo, there you are.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, the great fire in Meridian, Mississippi. Lobsters were smoking last night, so to speak.
Yeah, it was up in smoke.
Here we go as we join the crowd at Red Lobster last night. And here's a look at this. Look at the firemen knocking out the wall here, Odie, at the front door.
I tell you, it was...
don't think they don't use those axes.
They know how to use them. They searched and looked and made sure they didn't just walk in there and say, hey, this looks like a good place to chop. They've got specialized tools that helps them read heat and know where to chop. But great guys, Engine 8 there, on the scene quick and able to. That could have been a huge mess, but Meridian Fire got there, saved the day, and made sure everybody was safe.
Now, everybody was evacuated. As soon as some smoke was seen, the building was evacuated. Lots of onlookers were there last night with that. It's going to be closed today, I'm understanding. And word on the street, unconfirmed reports, and I can't back this up, but I did get a message this morning. They thought maybe a cigarette in some type, shape, form, or way may have started that fire. We don't know the exact, I can't confirm that, but that's the rumor mill coming out of that. We'll try to get to the bottom of it and confirm that if that is true. But hopefully everything will be okay. At least it's not a total loss.
That's right.
All right, We've got somebody else. Do you know this person? Break time, Highway 19, which is really close to Tractor Supply and across the street from the big church.
Yep.
Who is this gentleman? Do you know him, Odie?
No, I don't. But somebody does. Somebody that's watching this program knows who that is.
He made a loan and took some merchandise, took a drink or two with him there, and they'd like to have a conversation with him about all that. He was not an authorized person.
He was not an authorized purchaser of
he just kind of took
five-finger
it.
discounts. Huh?
Yes, sir, Bob.
Yeah.
Meridian Police Department has sent us that picture, and I talked to the owner of the store. And again, that's break time. Used to be the old Sefco gas station.
Yeah.
That's the second time that store's been robbed. Second time.
Yeah, somebody knows him. Just go ahead and turn yourself in. He's probably watching this morning, too.
Woo, we got something else that's been stolen also that we need to get into. A stolen bad boy riding a lawnmower. This is the Maverick version. If you happen to see this, the trailer, the whole 9 yards got taken.
Took everything.
Yep, from the North Hills area is where it come up missing. If you happen to see that sitting in the yard or past you at a red light, looks a little suspicious.
They say, hey, when'd you get that bad boy motor? You didn't have one yesterday.
Yep.
Make a phone call for us. Let's get that back.
Ward's not busy today. Call him at 482-9806. He'll send some folks out.
That's right.
He's answering phones today, helping out with the blood drive. Be happy to take your criminal calls.
Yeah, you never know.
That's right. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, we had a boo-boo on North Hill Street. And let's just go ahead and look at this. We don't know the cause. I wasn't writing the tickets or doing the crime scene investigation. I was just there to report what went on. And as we go to North Hill Street, this would be right by the swimming pool that's no longer there. Don't you love it when I say that?
Dirt pad.
Yeah, it's a dirt pad over there now. Don't go swimming.
Yeah, don't dive into that.
As we see this was a rear end job. as this, it had this out and it was picking up trees. Y'all quit that. It's not good to have a live studio audience. Every one of them's turning red, pass it out. But we're ended here. Y'all mess with me, I'll turn the cameras on all y'all. But as we look at that, no major serious injuries, but Metro was on scene and they did take somebody to be checked out to be on the precautionary side of things that went on there. But be cautious. And you come from the other way from Highway 19, it is a hill, and you come around that curve there and here's the truck. And if you're not paying 120% attention, that can happen. So that's what that little episode was all about. As we mentioned,
laughed at it too.
What now?
A 12-year-old laughed at it too.
Well, there you go.
We need a plastic surgeon as a advertiser.
I triple dog dare you. Mr. Brown over there hiding. What was that TV show that guy was Mr. Brown that was the comedian? He reminds me of him.
Oh, yeah, like 227?
Yeah, something like that. He was funny, Mr. Brown. He always wore those flamboyant shirts.
Yeah, with his britches up high.
Yeah, Mr. Brown.
That one.
There you are. As we mentioned, Harold made an arrest in Clarke County, and we thought we'd share it with you. Upon Harold's back, this was brought into the Clarke County Sheriff's Department. As we go here to take a look, here we go. And it's a lot of charges here. Ernest Anthony Devun. Now, remember, you're innocent until proven guilty in a court of law and headed that direction, but the charges are, at this point, are possession of a controlled substance, a $10,000 bond, sexual battery, $75,000, and molesting, lustful touching at $75,000. Boy, yeah, there we are.
Yeah, instead of riding a donkey, he'd have a ride on a bike. That wouldn't be right.
And you got to remember now, innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. They that's one of those things to where it's just bad. It's just bad. The charges are. We'll see what becomes of it. Headed off to courtroom there.
Yeah.
Union, Mississippi. Ain't nobody got a gun left in Union because they confiscated them all. As we go here to take a look here, what went on in Union. Look at this. This is what was seized with several warrants that were put out. A lot of meth. They've been working on this for over a year and tons of arrests.
If they want to get rid of those guns, I'd buy a few.
Yeah, I don't know where all that goes after it goes into. We should ask Ward that one day. What happens to them, or Anthony? They should be able to tell.
I want to say
us.
they destroy them. Yeah, unless it's with the federal government, and they stick them back out so they commit more murders.
Yeah, Morton, Mississippi. Yesterday, what was going on? Whoop! Let's take a look.
Ooh, that got dark skies.
Smoke. That has to be some tires that were involved in this fire here for it to be that black.
Yeah.
A lot of calls were coming in from the Morton area yesterday of what's going on. That's the situation.
That's
we had an
illegal
accident
burning.
last night, also Highway 19 at Tucker, as you're going north from here to Philadelphia. Here's the scene, just a quick snippet of that. A wreck there. Was some injuries involved in this wreck. They were taken for checkups at the hospital, and we hope they have a speedy recovery. Kind of tough to get over all of that. And that's a tough one. We're going to be right back as we continue this morning, a recap of what all is going on today. Next with Scotty Ray and Odie.
It's that time of year again. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. From October 15th to December 7th, you have the chance to review and make changes to your Medicare coverage. At Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors, you can speak with our experts to find the plan that fits your needs. Don't miss out. Call 601-512-2100 to secure your health care for the year ahead with Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors. Your health, your choice. Make it count.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
And welcome back as we talk about if you need something painted and done right. See our friend here, Chet's his name. That blue logo is recognizable. That didn't sound right, did it? Is recognizable everywhere. A name that stands true, a handshake and all of that. That's what it's all about there at Chet's Paint and Body. You'll find them in the Curve, and they do so many. We got to get some more cards that they've done because it's a different one nearly every day. They take care of you. Whether it's and let's just face it, if you're a farmer, cows have instances to come up and they want that corn faster than you can throw it out, and they take out a Chevrolet door
and
or
a
bed.
heartbeat. Yeah. I mean, if you make the bull mad, you'll have 2 holes in there.
Right. And then there's Mr. Deer that comes and visits your automobile this time of year. They fix all of this kind of stuff and put it back to the way it was. See them today at Chet's Paint and Body. Call them at 737-2961. I had an in there.
Close, yeah.
2961. See them today. Chet's Paint and Body.
Is that 601 Aura?
That's what I said, Aura. And this is what Odie's trying to poke fun at me about. I meant to take that off a few months ago.
Yeah. Hey, it gives us something to talk about.
It gives us an aura.
It gives us an aura.
And welcome back as we make way for a beautiful Tuesday morning. We have the Christmas tree lighting tonight, 6 o'clock, downtown Meridian. At 2 o'clock, the blood drive over at the Sheriff's Department will be happening, 2 until 6 o'clock. Go by and get some blood, especially if you work in law enforcement. They're calling it the Battle of the Badges. Yeah. I was fighting saying Battle of the Bulge. That was in my head, and I couldn't shake. Y'all, that was history.
We do that at lunch.
Oh, boy, and I didn't tell you, I got me a bulge over here.
Yeah. I was like, oof. We got a birthday we've got to push out to Dewana Roberts.
Hey, Dewana.
We got to push that out. So, happy birthday.
Now,
before we forget.
We don't want to forget it all.
No.
We've had a great studio audience this morning, some that you can't even see over here to the side.
Which is good.
We could get, Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown's in town.
Mr. Brown.
But as we go to the bikers, as we get ready for this, they're helping children and they need your help. Kickstand's going to be up come Saturday morning. Tell us about this, and if someone's watching, how they can help you in a wrap up here.
All right, we're starting at Hampton Inn. Kickstand's up at 1. Registration starts at 10. Circle by and give us a new unwrapped toy if you can't make the ride. And if you can't make the ride, great. We got plenty of stuff for you to eat, and we got auction items and door prizes when you get there. Like I said, all this goes to make a child's Christmas more happier.
And we're roughly at 87 kids left to be taking care of this on the other side.
On the foster program,
right.
Plus, these will go. We've got there's going to be several hundred children that the bikers
on
this side as well. Yeah, so all told, we're going to do Christmas for 350 children this year.
So if you can help in any way, this is a great way to do that.
Absolutely.
Kids that, so to speak, are against the wall. We'd like for you to help if you can. Any amount helps, whether it's small, big, large. You put it together and it becomes something.
Whatever you do. And one thing I wanted to point out.
Which one to point out?
Is DK says that, registration starts at 10, kickstands up at 1, and then the ride to the church. Now, that ride is motorcycles only. So if you're in a car, you can't follow in behind them.
You'll be behind us at a distance, but you won't be part of the ride itself.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that makes sense there.
Yeah, don't get mixed in. Ride your bike. If you got your bike, ride your bike.
We'll be escorted by the police, so we do have a parade permit for that. So they'll keep us all in line and get us there safely.
All right, a couple of things that I wanted to mention before we get out this morning was, and let me pull up a picture of this so everybody will kind of see what, it's been a new thing happening in the Meridian area called donuts. Well, that's not new, but it's becoming more and more frequent in parking lots as we'll go here. This would be right down from Northcrest Baptist Church, the old Jitney Jungle parking lot.
Well, I got hungry there for a minute.
Yeah, well, look at there. Donuts,
yeah,
as we put it that way. Now, this would be doing donuts in front of the parking lot there in that parking area there where the old store used to be. We also got reports that a what was it? A Dodge 300. You know, those that car, that four-door car,
Yeah.
was doing them behind the mall back there where the movie theater is this weekend also, while a Mustang and a Challenger looked on. Now, unofficially, we're getting words that some donkeys have been doing donuts down in Clarke County stirring up dust, and we need to put an end to that also. Just,
Well, if he got those goats that would keep Harold occupied, and he wouldn't be acting out like it.
all I see is Festus. That's all I see. Matthew! Anthony! Hold my mule!
Oh, my! I wonder if he's gonna bring that to the Christmas party.
Well,
Saturday.
we need to find out on all that.
Yeah, because he had to leave early.
We want to say thank you to everybody who joined. Did we get this birthday here this 19?
No, we didn't. Merrick Crocker, 19. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I hope it's a big one.
Yeah.
We can't say thank you enough for each and every one of you joining us and being a part of what we do every day. We do it all day long, and we kind of wrap it up each morning here as a recap.
Man, we love it. We love doing this. We love being with you. And we'll be back. Don't this ain't the weekend yet.
Nope.
23 hours from now, we'll be back with you again to start your hump day. Until then, remember, we love you, and Jesus does too.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.